And welcome to Santa Barbara, California at the YMCA for the Junior Handball Gold Cup of California alongside the World Players of Handball. My name is Dave Vincent. Ashley Moeller to my left as we put this 17 and under doubles matchup with Tyler Martin and his partner, Dennis Macias from Mata La Masca out of San Jose, California, up again against Sanchez and Rodrigo Uribe from Santa Barbara. They play right here at the YMCA. And Team Santa Barbara is serving first. And that's the opening serve. Referee is Biddy Bittigan. Tyler Martin steps in here. His father, Troy, is watching back at home.
When asked to Tyler, I asked him who his favorite handball player was. He did say his dad, Troy, is his favorite player.
He better say that. He's looking for his allowance.
I was thinking Christmas, but it's a little early for that. Maybe some Easter presents.
We watch this play develop here. In the green shirt is Rodrigo Uribe, Santa Barbara, serving the ball, and he gets a point. It's always a good sign when you serve the ball and your opponent dives for it. You probably have a good serve.
1-0.
Referee is Biddy Bittigan from San Diego, California. Martin and Macias defeated Biddy's brother, Brant Bittigan, and Botello earlier.
It's actually Biddy and her
Oh,
partner.
it was Biddy.
It was Biddy.
Oh, it was, okay.
Yeah, she's in the 17s. Her brother's in the 19s.
And that serve just went right into the ground, and that's the effects of these cameras and this match being played to a worldwide audience.
Well, before the game, Sanchez asked me if it was possible to move their game. He didn't want to be on the webcast. He was really nervous.
Well, we found out why. He just hit this first serve right into the ground. He'll shake that midway through this first game. Some people look at it and say, you know, I'm just not ready for this. And they're probably right.
Well, there's only one way to get ready for it, is
To have it happen.
to face your fears. Isn't that what you told me about last night?
That didn't really sound good, but unless you say what it was that I was talking about. That's in Handball House, there's spiders all over the house, and you were afraid to go to sleep knowing that you're going to get bitten by one of those spiders. So I said, face your fears. And
You tell me to go to sleep. I say I'm
Just go to
afraid to
sleep
face
in
my
the-
fears. Well, for the record, the spider didn't come back.
that you know of.
Not that I've found yet.
3-1.
Score here is 3-1. Martin serving the ball. Excuse me, it was Macias serving.
1 serving 3. Oh. One serving 3. Two serving 3.
2-3 is the score here as Uribe puts that ball into play. Now
Rodrigo is a very smart kid. He wants to go to a local college.
and
And I missed
Sanchez just drove that ball back into the ground again.
Serving 2.
And his second attempt to serve here, both of them have been into the ground. And I don't think I've ever seen that. But you said he was really nervous about playing here. And it looks like he's a little nervous. We might want to take these cameras and tell him they're not turned on. Wink, wink.
4-2.
Four serves two. Tyler Martin 17 years of age. He's been playing for 2 years. And you said he wanted to be an endocrinologist?
Serving 2.
Is that right?
Yep. He lives in Sacramento. He plans on going to Sacramento State next year. He's a senior this year in high school.
And you see a lot of these players from that Northern California area say that their favorite tournament is that St. Patty's Day event at the South End Rowing Club. And I think it would be very smart of you, Ashley, to make a trek up there during St. Patrick's Day next year for the tournament.
I'm all for that.
I mean, of course, this year we spent that St. Patty's Day in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Athletic Club, but the South End Rowing Club is truly one of the best handball venues in America.
6 serving 2.
I've never actually played there. I played in the Olympic Club in San Francisco, but never the South End Rowing Club.
Not too far away, in fact.
Serving 2.
Macias now serving here at 7-2. Macias wearing the white shirt.
Serving 7.
Troy Martin's son Tyler playing the right for Team Mata La Mosca out of San Jose, California. Both of these teams are vying for team points in the race to get the Gold Cup of junior handball.
2 serving 7.
Which handball organization is going to get that perpetual trophy? Right now, Santa Barbara is leading the way. That's why you would say it would be important for Tyler and Dennis to take down these two Santa Barbara teams, because this will keep those points off of the board.
Oh, that's a nice crack serve there from Tyler Martin.
8 serving 2. I couldn't see anything. What was that? I didn't see anything happen. Second serve. 8 serving 2.
We have a big banquet tonight, Ashley, that will honor all of these kids. 7:30. Won't be broadcast live, but it'll be fun for all involved.
Serving 8. 2 serving 8. Serving 2.
Score is 8-2 here with Tyler Martin in the San Jose Part 2 team in the lead. Look at that dig.
Hold it.
Oh, you hate to see an overcall when you have such a good rally like that, but it was a necessary call. It was indeed a block.
8 serving 2.
Actually, there was some contact on the backswing.
Short.
This Tyler Martin kid looks like he has game. Kind of reminds me of a young Chris Watkins.
Second serve. Point. 9 serving 2.
9-2 traditional scoring, best 2 out of 3 to 21. Breaker played to 11. This is the semifinals of the 17 and under division. Efren Sanchez tracks that ball down, unable to get it back to the front wall. Looks like he's working out some of that early game jitters.
10 serving 2.
But nonetheless, he's trailing with his partner, Rodrigo Uribe.
A nice pass shot there from Tyler Martin.
Tyler Martin's the anchor of this
11
team.
serving 2.
He plays the left. He plays it like a pro player. Oddly enough, he's only been playing for a couple years, but I was talking to Lauren Collado, who said, I've been playing some singles with this kid. He's really good. Now, I don't know what his background is, but it looks like he's a current baseball standout,
13
this
serving 2.
17-year-old. You can tell sometimes when you see a player for the first time what sport they were good at. He looks like he was a football player or is a football player and also a top baseball player, presumably catcher or third base. Now, I know his father, Troy, is watching at home right now, and he's probably shaking his head either up or down or side to side. But
Just some shaking action.
I'd like to have his father confirm that somehow.
15 serving 2.
We're now at 15-2. As Dennis Macias, the 16-year-old, steps in now to serve. Some contact, no call.
Serving 2.
I think between games,
17 serving 2.
I would tell if I were Rodrigo, I would tell my partner, listen, I'm going to take most of the balls here until you get warmed up, because he's been missing a lot of balls. I think I would try to do something a little different.
2 serving 17.
Score is 2-17.
Short. Second serve.
Nice rollout kill there from Tyler Martin. That's one of the best backwall shots I've seen all day.
17 serving 2.
And there's another point. Tyler Martin.
18 serving 2. Serving 2. Serving 18.
This is the Junior Handball Alliance Gold Cup of California.
2 serving 18.
With Rodrigo Uribe serving with Team Santa Barbara here in the 17 and under doubles semifinals, and Efron Sanchez, his doubles partner, wearing the white shirt and the
3 serving 18.
second server in the serving box. Don't know what you call that. What's the box that the second server stands in? Or the other guy?
I don't know what that's
Your
called.
doubles partner's serving area.
This looks like a timeout box. We could call that the TO box.
Now it looks like Uribe has found a little serve here.
5 serving 18.
5-18 is the score. let's see what kind of serve that Sanchez can put here. He hasn't been
5 serving 18.
too good with the serve so far early on here. Probably a testament to the cameras.
Well, he found the front wall this time.
That should be a point.
Is that going now? 5 serving 18.
I just never get that. It's obvious that ball wouldn't even make it to the short line, and yet they're playing it over because they hit the other opponent, and he almost does it for the third time.
I think if I were
Underhand
Efren,
lob,
I
maybe?
would, yep, definitely. It's very hard to miss the front wall on underhand lobs.
This is the perfect double serve right here. If
6
Sanchez
serving
doesn't
18.
double fault or fault into the ground, the serve is actually really good. And he does it again. That's the fourth time that we've seen him go down to that bottom board on that serve. He has a great serve, possibly the best of
18
all four
76.
players, but he can't get the ball to the front wall. And really, that's just nervousness.
Yeah, well, between games, I'm hoping his coach says something and says, listen, you're causing harm to your team by going for that serve. It's good, but I would just go with a lob until you can get the nerves out or whatever.
And
It's
see,
like,
immediately coming back, Macias, he comes in and does the exact same serve that he just saw
19-76.
Sanchez do. And I like how Sanchez is lining up, but Macias goes away from that. And he too hits it into the ground. Uribe back into the box. Sanchez back
6
in that
serving 19.
server's penalty box, as you call it.
no, the
timeout
TO,
box.
the TO box.
They get a little timeout for about 7 seconds.
Well, it's kind of like, they have to get out of the way, so it's like being in timeout. Maybe I just spent too much time in timeout boxes when I was younger.
Six serving 19.
A lot of confusion right there between Team Santa Barbara and now Team Mata
19
La
serving
Mosca
6.
steps back in from San Jose.
Short.
This would actually hurt Team
Second
Santa
serve.
Barbara in their quest to get the team trophy because they're leading upon last report in the team standings. And this is a valuable match to have under your belt, especially with a hot San Jose trailing you.
20 serving 6.
Uh-oh.
Replay.
Right at the last second, Macias moved back for some reason. I don't
20
understand why
serving
Macias took a step back right at point of impact, but he clipped Sanchez.
Spin.
And that doesn't really matter now because the end of the game here, we'll have about a 4.5-minute, 5-minute break. We'll be back in just a bit. Stay here for game number 2 at racefor8.com. And it's the beginning of game number 2 here as Tyler Martin and Dennis Macias step in after winning the first one, and it's 0-0 here. Efron Sanchez and Rodrigo Uribe returning serve, and Uribe switching over from the left to the right, and he sticks his left out right in front of Sanchez, and that causes a point to be put on the board for Tyler and his partner.
I did see Coach James Coronado speaking with both his players, Sanchez and Uribe, between games, trying to give them strategies to come back and force a tiebreaker in this second game here.
Point. Three serve 0. Short ball. Second serve. Point.
There's another point being scored here for Team San Jose Part 2. Mata La Mosca. I really like this game from Tyler Martin. He looks like with just a little dedication, he could be a top player in San Jose. He's got all the tools, Ashley. Look at that. Right corner
roll
kill.
out. Front wall, sidewall roll out.
Here's a kid that just started playing handball just a couple years ago, and he's already at this level. I mean, he's a natural athlete.
Yeah, you can tell he's very strong, which of course going to benefit you.
Side out.
That's called the announcer's curse. Brag up the player, and then they swing and miss on the next shot.
0 serve 5.
Rodrigo Uribe serving here, wearing the green shirt, representing Team Santa Barbara.
Half out.
I'm surprised to see Macias on the left side. But that's how these players line up. Both pretty much equal on the handball court.
Check ball.
Both Sanchez and Uribe began playing handball at a one-wall court. They started playing with a big ball by Coach James Coronado. They had him in PE class, and he took them out to the one-wall court and introduced them to handball, and then eventually they transitioned into the four-wall game.
Side out. Five serve 0. Half out. Five serve 0.
We have Dennis Macias serving for Mata La Mosca, which is the second San Jose team that they brought here to the Junior Gold Cup.
0 serve 5. Half out.
That ball hit Rodrigo on the serve.
0 serve 5.
Not having a lot of luck in the serving department here as Team Santa Barbara for this match.
Side out.
And Tyler fights off that ball, goes around the revolving door in his own little way and kills it front center.
5 serve 0.
It was a revolving door, but he revolved the wrong way. Still got it done.
Five serve 0.
Macias serving here at 5-0, and that ball hit the back wall door and bounced funny, and they're going to play it over.
2 serves.
The show court at the YMCA is court number 6.
Short ball.
We have one more
Second serve.
live broadcast coming up, and I guess there's going to be a switch on that match.
Oh,
Side out.
I think he hit himself. It was a great get. For both guys, they got to the ball, but then he couldn't do much with it and
5.
hit it right back at himself.
Point. 1 serve 5.
Now Team Santa Barbara on the scoreboard here. And Juan Uribe goes down to one knee, takes out the back wall, gets a kill shot with a nice little
2 serve
feather up
5.
front. Interesting to see Macias use the Irish whip to the ceiling. He's neither
2 serve
Irish
5.
or has ever been there before, but he uses it. Usually you learn something like that because you play with somebody from Ireland, and that very well could be the case if he travels down to the
3 serve 5.
South End Rowing Club.
Well, with technology we have these days, you can see any type of player that you want to see,
That's true.
including the Irish players. Kids know all about YouTube and Vimeo.
Side out. Five serves 3.
Score here is 5-3.
Throw
That
ball.
ball was short. Second serve being played out. I saw it short as well.
Second serve. Half out.
Macias back into the service box here.
5 serves 3.
He's 16 years of age. He's been playing a couple years. Met Roberto Chavez at school. He's wanting to be a computer tech in San Jose State when he goes to college.
Point.
His favorite tournament was the Junior Nationals in San
6
Diego.
serves 3.
Very popular tournament among the kids. They love being able to go to the beach in the summer.
7 serves 3.
Same with the Venice 3-wall tournament. It was a favorite of many of the kids that I've spoken with.
Side out.
Well, that was a fun tournament. Uribe serving here.
Long ball.
And they have gotten points here because I believe that Macias and Martin are not playing that Dave Chapman double serve correctly. Dave Chapman calls the
4
perfect
6 7.
serve in doubles.
Well, I'm not quite sure why Martin isn't on the left side.
Point.
He seems to be a stronger player of the two.
5 serves 7.
I think Macias has a better left hand, and that might be the reason why they are playing this way.
Half out.
Smart play from Martin right there.
5 serves 7.
Sanchez in the box here at 5-7.
Side out. 7 serves 5. Half out. 7 serves 5.
Oh,
Point.
they kind of just stopped and looked at each other instead of saying you or me. They just had that pause for a moment, and then Sanchez in the back decided, oh man, I better go get that ball because he's not going.
Sometimes when these players switch sides, there's a little communication issue for a while, trying to figure out what role you're going to play.
9 serves 5.
I'm just interested here that that move from Coronado, changing the players' lineup from the left to the right, switching sides, has actually resulted in
Side
a
out.
better score thus far than they had in the first game,
5 serves 9.
where they got completely blown out. This one actually is close. One of the ways to get your player who's maybe a little nervous,
Half out.
like Sanchez was in the first game, is give them a better role to play so they don't get so cold. And there's nothing worse than being a cold player, and then when you do get to hit the ball, you hit it. So you move them over to the left, get them more active into the game, and then maybe send them back to the right side later. But right now they've done pretty good with.
Well, when I play doubles and I'm the right side player, I like to serve on the left at least to keep myself in the game for the exact reason you were just describing.
9 serves 5.
If it's not a very intense, active game, it's easy to get cold on the right side.
Well, when I play right side doubles, I
Point.
don't like to hit the ball, and I stay away from every single one, and I get a better workout that way.
And you even take timeouts during live rallies. One time,
That's-
you stood on the sidewall and didn't even swing for a ball, and I said, "What was that?" You said, "Oh, I took that point off." Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what you're supposed to do.
Well, I didn't
took-
appreciate
I took
it.
a timeout. I was already out of my other ones.
Point.
I was out of the real ones. I took the other one. It's like, why aren't you playing right now? It's what? Just took a timeout.
11 serves 5. Point.
Rodrigo needs to keep his left hand out of the middle of that court.
12
Those are the
serves
worst.
5.
You know exactly. As soon as you stick that hand out there, you're going to be yelling at yourself.
That ball went out of the court and then back in. There's a net up there.
12 serves 5.
Watching this live broadcast at race48.com of the Junior Handball Alliance Gold Cup of California.
Point.
This is the 17 and under doubles semifinals with Tyler Martin and Dennis Macias versus Efron Sanchez and
13
Rodrigo
serves 5.
Uribe. Team Uribe from Santa Barbara and Team Martin from San Jose.
Half out.
Score here 13-5 in favor of Team
13 serves 5.
Mata La Mosca.
It seemed like Rodrigo kind of pushed Tyler out of his way to go take that shot.
Then he took it and hit it in the ground.
14 serves 5.
Nice serve there.
There's a beautiful serve, a little natural hook that slid that right wall.
15 serves 5. Short ball. Second serve. Side out. Five serves 15. Point.
And there's a 6-point and a timeout, or is, yes, a timeout will be called here, courtside. You're watching the WPH Junior Handball Alliance Gold Cup of California. This is the doubles semifinals in Santa Barbara, California here at the YMCA.
All the kids around are gearing up for the big banquet tonight where the team points will be announced and kids will be able to amp up for the finals tomorrow to really cheer their teammates on to try to get their name inscribed on the traveling Gold Cup.
Let's take a quick look at that Gold Cup. It's sitting by itself in an empty hallway right now. That Gold Cup is all polished up and ready for us to put a name on it. There it is. That's what it looks like.
See, I think we could just open up the top right there and fill it with the handballs.
It very well could happen. That'd be a nice gift.
Or fill it with ice cream. That sounds even better.
Half out.
I'm all for that. As long as the WPH broadcast crew gets
The first
all
scoop.
the spoons.
Point.
Or to be healthy, we could fill it with frozen yogurt.
8 serves 15.
Yuck. 8 serves 15 here, I believe. Sanchez serving over to Macias.
Point.
And now the 9th point. Looks like Team Santa Barbara is starting to gain some points here.
9 serves 15.
Actually 4 unanswered at this moment.
Side out.
Martin has
16 serves 9.
been unable to go on any type of run here. He's not scoring a lot of points, actually, when he gets into the server's box. He's going to have to do that to put this away. And that's
Half out.
one of the reasons why. As Macias steps in.
16 serves 9.
You can tell that both of these
Side out.
San Jose kids under the tutelage of Roberto Chavez are very well coached. They're both really solid handball players. 9-15. There's that Irish whip, does not make the ceiling. And there's a point. Santa Barbara, now at 10-15.
10 serves 15.
Rodrigo is the youngest player on the court at only 15 years old, but he's probably been playing the longest. He's been playing for 3 years now, and starting with that one-wall big ball with James Coronado.
He's an old veteran.
A young old veteran wanting to be a mechanical engineer.
And now we see Martin and Macias switch sides, which I think is a great move. Wow.
Double fault.
I don't know if I've ever seen an overhand serve go into the left wall before.
11 serves 15.
Actually, ever. And that one almost goes into the floor for the 5th.
Yeah, I would like to
time
see him
here.
lob this just to not get a side out.
Double faults are infectious.
Second serve.
Well, you got your wish, Ashley.
Would have been painful to see another double fall or hit into the floor.
15 serves 11. Point.
And there's another point here, or the first point, I should say, in quite some time for Martin and Macias.
16 serves 11.
Oh, nice serve right there. Dug out by Uribe, who's unable to get it to the front wall. And now 2 points since the change of hands or the change of sides, with Martin going to the left and Macias on the right.
Half out.
Oh, Martin did his job. He got a couple points.
17 serves 11.
Now at 18-11 is team
18 serves 11.
Mata Lamasca.
Point.
And some strange miss hit right there from Uribe. gives Team San Jose 2 another point, now 19-11. Now it's game point and match.
Possible match point, serving 11. Side out.
Macias went for that bottom board rollout to end the match there, and he dips it in.
11 serves 20.
Those are always nice ways to go off the court. It's kind of like the walk-off home run of handball.
Half out. 11 serves 20.
That was an amazing shot right there from Dennis. Here's game and match.
Possible match
See if he
point,
goes for the crack
serves
serve.
11.
And there it is. Team Mata La Musca moves on now to the finals of the 17 and under division as Tyler Martin and Dennis Macias take down Efron Sanchez and Rodrigo Uribe. We have another match coming up in about 5 minutes. You stay around. For Ashley Moeller, my name is Dave Vincent. Stay here at racefreight.com.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darks there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
So, what's it gonna be? We could ride bikes, skating, movies, zoo, whatever you guys want to do.
Can we just do this?
Yeah. We could just do this.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.